guys, so today I have a jewellery haul for you, and these are from the Etsy store Simply Gothic Company. Now before I even go on to the jewellery, I first wanted to show you the stamp because oh my goodness, it's literally the cutest thing I have ever seen. It has a tiny little bat sleeping on it. It says on the side that it's a brown long-eared bat hibernating. When I saw this, I spent about 5 minutes just looking at the cute little stamp. Now I haven't actually seen what's inside this package yet, but every time I wanted to, I just went and looked at how cute this bat was and it completely distracted me. So I have literally just torn the top off just to make sure it was what I thought it was. Simply Gothic said that she was sending me a few jewellery pieces. I sent her a few screenshots of things which I liked and things which I wasn't as keen on from her shop. So she sent me these things to show to you guys today. Now I have bought multiple items from Simply Gothic before. I've bought necklaces, I've bought earrings, I've even bought like little decorations for my all year round spooky Christmas tree. I've always been so pleased with the service and the quality of the items which I get from Simply Gothic, so I was just so over the moon when she said that she was going to send me a few things. It came in a padded envelope. It was sent first class as well, so it got here super quickly. Everything is packaged in this little black and white stripy package, and it has black and white spotty sellotape around the edges. So inside is Simply Gothic's business card, and a fun fact, I actually designed this logo for her. We had like a whole conversation about designing logos and she talked about her idea and I just had to try it out. So here's her cute little witch on a moon, and it has all of her information as to her Etsy store, her Instagram, and also how you can personally email her. So I will put all those links down in the description for you below. I will also put direct links to the jewellery which is inside this package. On the back it says thank you and enjoy your jewellery, which I am sure I will. I can honestly say ever since like discovering Simply Gothic, I have worn at least one piece of her jewellery every single day, just because it's so easy to kind of stack with other pieces, and also I find that you can really dress them up for more formal occasions, but also they're really good like casual necklaces as well. Ever since I've bought from Simply Gothic, I've been saving her packaging to use for other things because I just think it's so gorgeous and it gives me this kind of Tim Burton like Beetlejuice vibe. So inside the paper bag there are two little velvet pouches and an absolute ton of Halloween confetti, and she has put some of my favourite ever confetti in here. I love this confetti. I cannot find it anywhere online when I try and buy it. I absolutely love this little ghost confetti. I've got it in a few different colours now. I think I've even got like a translucent one. There's also some moons, some witches, and of course, where would we be without bat confetti? So I'm going to start with this little pouch. I keep all the pouches which she sends because they are such a nice quality. They're very thick black velvet, and I think it's such a nice touch to her jewellery. So I can see something sticking out here. Oh, these are adorable. So the first things in here are some earrings. I've been really into my crescent moon jewellery recently, and one of my favourite things from Simply Gothic is a crescent moon necklace which has 3 large crescent moons. I will also link it down below, and these will go so nicely with that necklace. I think a really nice touch to this handmade jewellery is that Simply Gothic adds these little rubber backs to her earrings, and this is really handy for me just because I have stretched ears, and it means I can put these through my tunnels or my plugs, and every time I've put this rubber on the back I've had no problem with the earrings slipping out. So here are the earrings, and they're actually the style of crescent moons which have faces on, which is again one of my favourite kind of depictions of moons. She has these little black Swarovski, I can never say that word, Swarovski crystal bead things here. And another thing which I really like about this feature is that she does this consistently throughout her pieces, so you can really easily match up any of her jewellery together just because they have this kind of consistent feature within them. The earrings themselves are on your usual kind of fish hook earrings, and they seem to be a really nice length as well. Now I've got her tooth earring in this side, but I've purposely left this ear free of earrings in case I needed to test any earrings out. I always find a really important thing about earrings is how heavy they are and whether or not they hang nicely. So straight up I can see that these hang really nicely and the moon is facing the correct way. They're a really nice length. I find with some earrings they're just like slightly too close to the ear, so I'm really pleased with how long these ones are. I find especially with my hair it's quite easy for earrings to kind of get lost in them, but when they are slightly longer and further down, like to my neck level, it's a lot easier to see them. Weight wise, they feel very comfortable. I can feel that they're in, but they don't feel really heavy. I definitely feel like these are going to be the kind of earrings I can wear all day and not have to worry about any ear pains. And as always, I have kind of put some pressure on here and it's like all of the joints are holding up absolutely fine. And I can trust that these earrings will withstand a lot of wear. Next up in this bag is, I can only see the back of it. I love this necklace so much. I have been after this necklace since I saw it come out. It is another tooth necklace. And since I'm wearing my tooth earrings today, it will go perfectly. Wow, so in the picture I didn't realise, but they're kind of backed on like a sort of felt, kind of almost velvet feeling material. So it's a silver Cameo necklace. It has a really nice silver border around the outside. Then the actual black part is a very soft feeling material and the silver tooth is stuck on top. Again, it has the little black gem, and I'm going to take my tooth earring out so that I can show you. They have matching kind of black gems. So again, this makes another very nice kind of coordinating set. It's on a silver kind of loop top, which means that you can take it off the chain if you did want to switch it up with a different chain, or if you wanted to put it on a cord or anything. Although saying that, these chains are so amazing. I've got multiple of her necklaces on these chains and I find them so handy because not only do they have an extension chain on them so you can make it longer, but the actual chain itself has large enough hoops so that you can clip it to any height you want. So if you do wish to, you could make these really, really tight and have it as like a choker, or if you did want it on the largest one, it can be a slightly lower necklace. I've had no issue with these chains in the past. They are really, really nice quality chains and they don't seem to tarnish at all. The amount of times I've forgotten to take my necklace off when I've got in the shower. Some of my Simply Gothic necklaces have been through more than they should have probably been through. I did worry at first that they were going to change into a really strange colour. So far I've had no issues with discoloration or anything, and the chains look literally as good as when I got them. So this is sort of like the midpoint height for this necklace, but as I said, I could wear it tighter or lower if I use the extension chain. It sits really nicely, it's nice and flush to the chest as well, which I really like. I find it very frustrating when necklaces don't quite sit correctly, but this seems to sit really nicely. And as you can see, I'm wearing my little haunted ghost necklace which I got from Simply Gothic, and again you've got these matching little beads, which means when I layer these necklaces it kind of looks like I've actually put effort into making sure they match, when really I've just thrown on two random necklaces. I'm really pleased with the size of this necklace. From the picture I couldn't quite tell how big it was going to be, but it's a really gorgeous size. It's not too in your face, but I feel like you can still kind of see all the detail within it. I think it's probably safe to say that this tooth necklace is going to be in a close contender to win the top spot with my line of teeth necklace, which I wear too often than I'd like to admit. I think there is one more thing in this velvet pouch, and I love this necklace so much. It's one of her newer creations, and when I saw it I was just so in love with it. So on my bed I have a cover which has this. So this necklace completely matches the cover which I always have on my bed, and it's kind of like a moon sun combination. This is a very, very detailed pendant. The outside ring is a kind of crescent moon that carries on going round, and then it has a sun in the middle. Both the moon and the sun do have faces. And this pendant is definitely a lot more detailed than I expected from the picture. Close up you can really see all the features of the moon and the sun. And I've just realised how perfectly it will go with my new crescent moon earrings. Again, it has the black crystal bead at the top, so again it will aid with kind of matching jewellery, and it's on the same loop as the previous necklace and chain, so you do have a lot of choice of how you'd like to wear this. This necklace has a really nice weight to it, and it's definitely a really nice size as well, and I feel like this is going to become one of my collection of necklaces which I wear really frequently when I'm visiting schools, etc. On to the next pouch, I can see something red. Wow, so when I saw these in the pictures I thought that they were so much smaller. Now I am a massive sucker for Simply Gothic's acrylic jewellery, as you can probably already tell, and I saw that she'd bought out some little heart bat combo jewellery. I do also have a coffin bat combo piece, but I have been eyeing up these little heart pieces. So I find with all of Simply Gothic's acrylic pieces, they are a super nice thickness. I've never had any issues with her acrylic snapping or even scratching for that matter. It seems to be a super, super good quality material that she uses. There is this little bat cut out from the middle, which is a really nice detail, and it looks like the bat that's been cut out the middle is exactly the same shape as the coffin necklace, so again these will go really nicely together. Now on this one there is a red crystal. There is often options for which colour crystal you'd like in your jewellery. I think there's usually a choice of red, black and purple, I'd like to say. But on Instagram she does kind of keep you updated on her different stock. The heart does hang to the side, which I do like. I like the fact that it kind of gives it a look that the bat's kind of flying off in that direction. Again, it's on one of these larger hoops, which means you can change it if you did want to alter the chain or put it on a cord or anything. And it's on my favourite chain, where you can completely alter the size and choose exactly how you'd like to wear this piece. Now if you couldn't guess, red is one of my favourite colours. Red and black especially are my favourite colour combination, so I'm really pleased to have another red necklace. So far I think I've got a couple of pieces from the pumpkin coven that's red, but other than that all of my necklaces are either kind of black, white or silver. So I'm really pleased that there is some more red in my jewellery collection. I did want to add that in the past when I have bought acrylic jewellery from other companies, sometimes the acrylic is too light and it ends up kind of wandering around your neck to the back, just because the chain itself is slightly heavier than the acrylic. I have not had this problem once with my Simply Gothic jewellery. I think this is probably because she has really cleverly weighted it by adding the hoop and also the bead, so that it does stay very central and you don't need to worry about your acrylic pendants going on a walkabout around your neck. So next up in here is more teeth. What is this? I see red, I see black, I see teeth. I am so excited. Oh, so this is a bracelet. I have the tooth necklace, I have the teeth earring, and I just need a tooth bracelet now. I love that she's used both red and black gems in this. I think it gives it a really good finishing look, and again it means I can really easily pair this with any of my necklaces which have either black or red little crystals on them. As always, I really love the little teeth charms that she used. They're so detailed and I think they look really, really effective. Whenever I wear any of the tooth jewellery, which I have from Simply Gothic, I always, without like any shadow of a doubt, always get someone commenting saying, oh, I think you've lost some of your teeth. And now with this bracelet, I've just given people even more of an excuse to say it. So because of the chain size, it's really easy to get this little clasp done up, and I even feel like if you wanted to, you could get these as kind of like a base charm bracelet. I know that Spooky Box Club do supply like little charms in some of their boxes, and also you can obviously buy other charms from shops. So if you are looking for like a base charm bracelet, you could really easily use a bracelet like this. So it sits really nicely. None of them are like flicking the wrong way at all, so I'm really, really pleased with how it sits. I do like the fact that this bracelet isn't too noisy, just because the teeth aren't close enough together to kind of bang up against each other. I am so very pleased with this bracelet, and I'm sure I'm going to be getting a ton of wear out of it. And I now as well officially have the perfect combination of teeth jewellery. I have bracelets, I have necklaces, and I have my earrings. In here is a pair of earrings, and I love this acrylic cutout. I actually bought a few of these as tree decorations a while back. So these are her mirrored skull earrings. Again, like the other ones, they do have these little rubber kind of securing backs to them. So here are the mirrored skull earrings. Every time I see this skull cut out, it completely reminds me of the Kilted Goth. I just really, really like the way that they are designed without that kind of bottom jaw. I think it gives it like a lot more character. So they kind of have a silvery look to them, but they are mirrored. Again, they're on these little usual kind of earring hooks. They have the black bead in the middle, so I don't need to tell you again, they will match the majority of Simply Gothic jewellery. The acrylic itself again is really thick. On the back, these are just kind of like a plain silver kind of grey colour, so if you wanted to, you could potentially wear them the wrong way round. Two sets of earrings for one. But these seem really nice. They feel very lightweight, and I can definitely guarantee these will not be causing any ear pains. As for strength, again, these seem really sturdy. It seems like she has really, really well secured all of these jewelry pieces together. Straight up, I can see that these hang really nicely. The kind of mirrored part is definitely naturally hanging to the front. I can hardly even tell that these earrings are in. They are just so comfortable to wear. Again, they are a really nice length. You can kind of see them even when I've got like my hair down. I'm really pleased with the size of the skull, and I think with this kind of mirrored look, it's very kind of dazzling as the light kind of keeps catching it. And I'm so glad to have another pair of her acrylic earrings. As always, I am so impressed by her acrylic pieces. Everything that I got from Simply Gothic. I'm now sitting in like a pool of these little see-through bags. As you can see, she wraps everything up individually in these bags, which stops everything from getting tangled and potentially broken in the post. So yet another amazing point about Simply Gothic's packaging. As for customer service, Simply Gothic is really easy to reach if you do have any questions or you want to ask her about anything to do with her jewellery. I think the longest I have waited for her to reply to a message is about half an hour. She is really quick with her customer service, and all of these pieces are handmade and sent out so quickly. As I said, I will put all the links down below to her shop, and I will also try to individually link every single item which I have shown you today. I cannot advise you enough, if you do have Instagram, and if you don't have Instagram, get Instagram and go over and check out Simply Gothic's page. She is very frequently posting on there. You get continuous updates as to what new things and what old things she's selling. And also you still have a little bit of time to enter her summer giveaway. It does end around mid-August time, but it's super easy to enter, and the prizes look amazing, so definitely worth entering if you'd like to get your hands on some of these spooky goodies. Little thing I forgot to say is down in the description I will give you some information about Simply Gothic's new subscription box. I am so excited. The first theme is Halloween, so what is not to love about that? So thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, please do leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you enjoy the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!